What's your AC?
Alright, we are now recording. So, welcome back everybody. We skipped last week because of stuff. But this week, we're going to start off with a recap. And for a recap, we need recap music. There we go. Alright, so, last time, you guys were investigating this dungeon, this, cave system. And you fell into a trap. You found a room full of treasure and a beholder. And the beholder killed all of you. Except for Malus, who was not actually with the party at the time. You guys do not know Malus. But anyway, so you guys kill the beholder killed you, and you were walking through this light-filled tunnel, and instead of going on to death, you found yourself with the rest of the party. And before you was an angel, a deva to be specific, and he asked you if you wanted to complete a quest to find this item for certain deities from whom it was stolen, and return it to them. And if you could do so, he promised that you would all be returned to life on the material plane with all of your items and everything exactly how it was before. Obviously out of the lair of the beholder to prevent a second TPK. And you all agreed to it, and you were all given items, certain items that you could use to complete the quest. Did anybody, just out of curiosity, did anybody name their items?
Name it? I named it Bo.
I think May had
Are we supposed to name it?
Well, May had a name for hers, I think.
Bajra.
Bajra?
Yes. It is a some sort of Hindu thingamabob.
Okay.
It involves thunderbolts, so it has the lightning resistance.
Vajra, okay.
Did mine have fire resistance? I don't remember. I think it was fire.
Blah.
I think I already added the things for this.
I think I had it on my sheet, but I was just being too lazy.
I don't remember what anyone got
Tuskos
except for
received a two +1 silver horn coverings.
Yeah, I already added those.
You didn't get fire resistance. You could exist comfortably in hot or cold environments.
That's it.
Right, and in addition to that, your horn coverings never get dirty or bloody.
They drink the blood. That's what it's happening. Nobody can argue otherwise.
Okay. Apparently, Loxodons do such things.
No. Just
Here,
the
I'm gonna
horn
try this.
coverings.
Just you, alright. The horn coverings themselves drink
Yeah.
it? Okay. Sure.
If for some reason I contract vampirism at some point, then
See, that didn't work.
Oh my
we'll
god,
have
a
a
vampiric Loxodon would be terrifying!
oh my! I could drink other elephants.
Imagine the fangs! Oh boy. Alright. That was just curious. So only May named hers, and she named it Vajra, her +1 silver rapier.
I guess naming a weapon is more understandable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name my armor Cacophonous.
Coffinus?
No, Cacophonous.
Ah, cacophonous.
As in noisy and annoying.
Yes. As it be. Speaking of noisy and annoying, this recap music's a bit too loud.
Alright.
Alright.
Fixed.
Alright, so, that is what you guys were told. I may be missing something, but I don't believe so. Oh, that's right. He did tell you that the thing that you are
Oh.
to retrieve is called the Dragon Globe. And he also told you that you would be going to. Yeah, this is important. I don't know why I didn't. Why I skipped over this. He told you that the Dragon Globe was taken to Avernus, which is the first level of the 9 hells. And he said that
Do the levels of hells descend or ascend?
the 9th level
So-
is the deepest.
Okay, so it's on the first, so we can just like get in and get out, right?
Well,
Theoretically.
you
Some
certainly can get in, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, right, so you were going to Avernus. He does not know who took the Dragon Globe, but he did say that you, when you arrive in Avernus, you will meet a guide named Herfic the Silent, and he may
I was supposed
know.
to guide us to be silent.
He may know. He didn't tell you.
Sorry.
He may
I
know.
mean, oh, what he has telepathy.
Mhm.
He may know who took the Dragon Globe, or he may not. But he will certainly aid you and guide you throughout Avernus. So, I believe that is all that he told you. And after he told you such things, he waved his hands magically, as he does, and you all fell unconscious again. And that is where we resume.
We have a magic brass chain.
There's lots of roofies in this game.
So, magic reviews.
Should call them Flories.
Malus, as far as your character, you were also killed by something. Do you want to tell us what you were killed by?
Syphilis.
Gonorrhea. I'm pretty sure that's not.
Did I say syphilis?
lethal.
I meant cephalids. My bad.
Cephalopods?
I was about to skip.
Well, cephalids are like a MTG race, I think.
Could be anything.
Matador. Matador.
You
Love.
died.
Preferably a creature as opposed to a disease.
An elephant man gored you through the throat.
Ganondorf.
I think I like Koopa's suggestion of a matador. I don't mean any normal freaking matador.
It would
Okay.
probably be like a white or something. I don't know. Some sort of undead thing.
Yeah, some sort of undead thing.
One of the things you
All
summoned
right.
just ate you because it didn't like you.
It went
man.
horribly wrong.
I wish
Yeah.
I would have joined the party late, and I
You
would have dropped
accident-
I would have dropped subtle hints that I was actually Elvis and I died on the toilet.
You, ac-
You know,
you accidentally summoned it inside yourself, so you just blew up.
Oh, that used to be a thing in older editions. Alright, so you were killed by some undead creature. And you were also given the option at the time. And so, I'm not going to click on that right now. But, you all wake
What
up.
Malus is killed by.
And let's put on some wake up music. So, all of you, including Malus, open your eyes to a rocky wasteland, stretching out endlessly to mountains along the horizon in all directions. Their jagged peaks stab up into the blood-red sky. The air is hot and still. It smells of rot and decay. The ground is a jagged amalgamation of dirt, bones, metal, and volcanic soil, and it's all tinted red. It all looks like it's caked in blood. It appears to be littered with the detritus of countless battles. Lots of the metal and bones that you see look like it was from armor and from, well, the bones are just scattered. And here and there, you also see blood trickling out of the ground in vein-like streams. The sky up above you is starless, full of choking smoke, and it glows a dark red due to the balls of flammable gas that are floating about or streaking across the sky. randomly exploding as fireballs. The exploding of these fireballs are the only sounds you can hear, apart from the occasional distant screams that seem to be coming from all directions. And so you all wake up into this, well, hellish environment, and you see someone that you do not recognize next to you. Malus.
next to you.
Oh.
Malus.
God,
Go.
what's with
God,
that echo?
what's with that echo?
Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't think I had a built-in mic on my computer, and I need to go put a pot pie in the oven.
Okay.
Pot pie, huh?
Continuing on with that echo. Alright, well then, now it's better. Alright, so Malus, describe your character. What do they see?
They see look to be a 6-foot human. Would he be in the armor already, or would he just have it in his inventory?
That is up to you.
Yeah, he's already wearing the pure black studded leather armor with spikes on it. What little skin that might be showing through the hands, you see these strange black markings, as in both the avatar, my current avatar, and the picture on my token here.
Yeah.
He has.
There we go.
That color of eyes, even though it's not natural for humans, I don't care. And he seems really silent as he stares at all four of you.
Alright, and as he stares at the rest of you, why don't the rest of you reintroduce yourselves or re-describe your characters? We'll start from the top. We'll start with May.
Alright. So we have May, who is tiefling. She has wings, though, which is not the most common thing for tieflings. She can do the flying things. She's got little horns on her head. She's got some nice pink hair. It may or may not be dyed. She does carry around a mirror because she likes to keep her hair looking good. She's got a green kind of light vest on there, but she's totally unarmored because she's got the barbarian stuff and some kind of green
RPG armor.
some sort of green pants.
Less is more on females.
Oh yeah, absolutely has the midriff going on there. Got a little tail going on too. Color her
Alright.
eyes? They're probably red. Probably red.
They look
maybe
red in the picture. A little.
Oh, her eyes are also cat-like. So, kitty.
Alright. And how about Tuska?
She's also not.
Oh.
She's also not very talented. For those of you who get what that means.
She doesn't look particularly talented.
No.
Okay, so we have Tuskos, who has a very long first name, and that's not the only thing long about him. He has a
He's also got a
long
long trunk.
Yes, he does have a long trunk. He also has a long stride because he's very tall, and he has some long tendrils coming out of his neck. And the rumor has it that the more kills he gets in battle, the longer those tentacles will get. And rather tendrils, they're not actually tentacles. There's a difference, you see. And yeah, so like it's pretty much, however long the tendrils are, the stronger the Loxodon and their whole race clan type thing usually judges members based off of their battle prowess. And Tuskar is actually he was a member of like the artisan type part of the community, I guess. That's where he was born, his origins, and then moved on from there and tried to become a strong warrior, even though he wasn't born to the warrior class. It's a telling tale, man.
So it is. Alright. And Victor.
Yeah, so he as he looks, he's got his sombrero and his mariachi guitar. His face is kind of hidden a little bit, not necessarily because he has anything to hide, but more for dramatic effect of his performance. But he just kind of has been traveling, and he's actually not even, of the culture that he looks to be dressed as. He just found that it works best for his performance because it looks so foreign to everybody. He's from Poland. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's
Rock Polish. Great Pokemon move.
Where is this land of the Poles?
But yeah, right. But yeah, so that's him.
All right. And is old Woody back?
Yeah, I've been here.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so old Woody, he's 102 or 7. He's pretty old, which is why I got the name Old Woody. And and he worked as a farmer for about 50 years in his middle-aged era. He is the progeny of a human nobleman and a wood elf who was in service to a tavern owner, and he's bastard nobility. He didn't really fit in anywhere. He kind of grew up with the wood elves a little bit, and there were some warlocks he took interest in as a youth, and he was kind of shunned from that because he never really had any talent in it. And then one day, while he was farming in his 70s or 80s, he came across this book, and he went absolutely insane. And the rest is history.
He cut the reading button.
Yeah, and he also has an octopus that he named Howard, and he doesn't know why he named it Howard, but he felt strongly that it should be named Howard.
Maybe he found it stuck to the stern of a ship.
Well,
What?
really, honestly, he was inspired by the great Cthulhu, who sees all and knows that in our dimension, H.P. Lovecraft discovered the Cthulhu.
I was just making a joke. My bad.
You don't get to make those here.
Oh.
All right. So that is what you guys see. So you are in this awful landscape, and you have.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Malus and say, "Hey, are you the silent one? Are you the silent one we're looking for?"
No.
Well,
Malus,
I'll
you
take
were.
that as a yes.
that answers that.
That's a yes.
Malus, you were also told that you would be met by Herfic the Silent once you got to Avernus.
No, I am not.
Also, you guys wake up and you are all at full HP, full abilities, as if you just had a long rest. And I don't think any of you had any consumables, so I think for a good reason. So make sure that you fill all that out again.
Mhm. Oh, hey, that's
Yeah,
cool.
alright. So you all look around and you don't see. None of you see anybody approaching. Like I said, it just looks like a featureless landscape, except in the distance, in the far distance.
All right. Shall we begin our travels?
Kind of sits up and stretches a little bit, unfurls her wings and stretches those out too. Turns to Malus and says, "So what's your deal? Did you die too?"
Yes.
Are you sure you're not the silent? You don't say a lot.
An appropriate response.
You might be the silent. Alright. Where to? Alright, well, I'm just gonna point straight ahead. Is there any, discernible, land? So there's mountains all around us, right? Is there any, place that looks, I guess, more ominous than others?
You can give me an insight check.
Alright.
Alright, so...
If I rolled a 1, would we just wander around for the next, 3 campaigns?
Well, We'll see. So, even with the 23, you can tell that there's really no distinct landmarks that you can see. Everything basically looks the same in all directions. There's really no way to tell what time it is due to the amount of clouds and and all of the fireballs streaking across the sky, and every direction looks pretty much the same. You can't really tell what's north, what's south, if those directions exist.
Well, any suggestions?
I guess they could fly up and take a look around. And it proceeds to jump up into the air and fly up a little ways to see if she can see anyone approaching.
Like Bafornina.
All right, why don't you give me a perception check?
We will do that thing that I have the expertise in.
Expertise.
Roll a 4.
All
Plenty of
right.
expertise.
So you can see that for the most part, the landscape looks this completely alien landscape to you. Looks pretty much the same all the way around, except you can see there is something in the distance. You can't tell what it is, but it looks like a group of something. It's really blurry from this distance, and it's a little bit blurred by the heat, but you definitely see something in the distance.
You say a crew of something?
Well, it looks like multiple somethings, and it looks like it's moving in your general direction, but you really can't tell from where you are.
He flies back down and says, "Well, looks like a couple of somethings coming from over tongue-tied, that direction." As she points out whichever direction it was.
So that can't be good. We're only looking for one man.
That's
Or
what I
person. Say we march the opposite direction.
We only need to find one something, not more than one something.
I'd say we move the opposite direction. Or maybe at least like perpendicular, so that maybe we're just in their path. We'll see if they follow us.
So this landscape is barren to the point there's probably not any great hiding spots.
There are, when you flew up, you could see that there are some rocks, some larger rocks in some places, also some large skeletons in some places. So there could be, depending on where you are, but nothing really around you.
Right. Well, we could take a look around and find something to hide behind, so we can wait for them to approach.
Old Woody looks up from the ground where he's been drawing weird pictures with a stick that he found, and he mumbles something about asking Cthulhu. If anyone would want him to do that.
Yeah.
Is Cthulhu?
I can contact other plane with Cthulhu, and he says this like a lot less articulately and kind of confusingly, but he warns that sometimes he goes crazy, well, more crazy than usual.
Sounds like a snafu to me.
Better than what we got right now.
We can just hide behind a rock.
As an aside, I think that spell is one of the very few intelligence saving throws in the game.
Yeah.
And you force it upon yourself.
All All right. Well, let's.
I only get +1 too, so it's like a 25% chance of success.
All right.
Well, let's. Oh, wow. Well, yeah. Let's go hide behind a rock and wait to see if these guys follow us. I guess. And then also maybe have Old Woody contact Cthulhu.
Not sure I like the idea of him going insane and blabbering about and giving away our position. But...
He's already going insane and blabbering about.
Punch him in the face.
She might be
Pretty
right.
standard.
All right. So, are you guys? Tell me which direction you guys are going to be walking.
So
Whichever direction May saw some...
I would say perpendicular to their path, so that we're not continuing in their path.
What was our relative distance? Like, do we have an idea of how far it is?
May thought that. Actually, May, give me an insight check.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
not...
crit fail. You think it's 20 feet away?
Alright, so as I said, this landscape is pretty much featureless, but your best guess would be that they're about 5 minutes away, maybe 10 minutes, but it was hard to tell their speed given that there was really nothing to measure it against.
Well, they'll probably be in this location in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much hustle they give it. We should probably be moving.
Well, I'm gonna point in the direction perpendicular and say, "Let's go that way."
I like Batwing's idea of finding some place
hold on.
to hide behind.
So they're coming towards us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Woody says that we can hide in an illusion and wait for them to arrive.
We could, but I still don't want to be in their direct path.
Oh, no, you're not directly, but we can
Well-
get a closer look.
Off to the side, you know?
Yeah. I'm okay. Well, he still has to contact Old Woody. I'm sorry, he has to contact Cthulhu. Yeah, well, he might be contacting Old Woody. Shoot. We still have to contact Cthulhu, so he might, have to break that communication or whatever. I only have a minor illusion, so I can't do that either.
I have a hallucinatory terrain. So.
Alright, so what's the plan?
So move perpendicular, find somewhere to hide behind, and then have him contact Cthulhu.
Sounds to be at least 3 of us, at least over half of us agree. We're gonna move perpendicular and find some rocks, and then talk to some
gods.
Malus?
I was one of the ones to agree with the whole hide behind something.
Okay. Alright, so you begin to move perpendicular to the direction that they were going, and a few minutes later, you still haven't come across any rocks. You can see a skeleton, what looks like a large skeleton of something off in the distance, probably about 100 yards away. But when you're still about 100 yards away from it, you all look off to your right, and you notice several creatures moving in your direction. When they see you, they surge forward, and you can see that these creatures are all about 5 feet tall, and not unlike a molten mass of flesh oozing across the ground. They have a human-shaped head and torso, but their bodies are a shapeless mass below the waist. And you can also see that a permanent expression of anguish twists across their faces as they move straight up to you. And here is what they look like.
Are they monkeys? What kind of monkey?
Oh, sorry. I just don't have that shown to you guys. Is that better, Bustin?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was up, it just wasn't being shown.
Gotcha.
Alright.
So what do they look like?
So, Oh, did you? Oh, that's why. I need to change this.
Yeah. If we're supposed to be on a map, we can't see that either.
Yeah, no, I didn't put you on the map yet, but
Okay.
okay, that's better. Now show to players. That is basically what is coming towards you, and I will now move you to the other map.
Don't those things have like ring tails or something? I can't remember what they're called.
Lemurs. I think they're called lemurs. If you would like, you can make a either. I'd accept either a religion or an arcana check.
I've had experience with these lemurese before.
Do you speak lemur?
Only-
How
Only-
dumb is May actually about monsters? Indeed, they come from an island called Madagascar. They are primates.
Allegedly.
Perhaps they have.
I'm actually rather glad I
Yeah.
failed that because that's actually how I want to roleplay it.
Fair.
Sort of misidentifying every monster ever.
Perhaps they're so miserable because they just need to enjoy themselves a good tune. And I break out my guitar and start strumming.
All right.
Have we been discovered? And I just
Hey
missed it?
everybody,
Yeah.
roll for initiative.
Alright.
So much for peaceful negotiation.
Initiative. Nah. Oh, you didn't have the thing up.
It's
I
true.
Okay. Now it is.
It still recorded it.
Wait.
All right. Is that everybody?
Nope, it's not
Should
me.
be.
Hold on, sorry. I was trying to readjust the screen.
The music is epic.
Yeah.
I like it. The music's getting me pumped.
What?
You gotta click
Oh,
on
you
your
have to
guy.
Click on your own guy first, yeah. And
Yeah.
then do it.
Okay.
That's so if you have multiple tokens, you can pick which one you're actually rolling for initiative. Like if Howard was on the map or something.
All right. Now we're all in order, and so one of them is going to move first. In fact, 3 of them are going to move first. And they're... Oh, I refreshed the page, so I lost their character sheet. That's a pain.
They need a character sheet. I told you guys they were primates.
Are we actually on the Planet of the Apes? Is that what it is?
Choose like lava lemurs.
All right, so they move up a little bit towards you, and Victor.
All right. Hold on. I'm resizing my spells because, yeah. All right. Well, then I will. As they start coming towards us, I'm say, "Oh, they don't need any tunes at all." So I'll put down my guitar, and I'll break out my bow, and I'll shoot an arrow at this guy.
All right, roll it.
Say, time to try out this new thingamajig. Doesn't it make like a sound when it goes,
All
like
right.
a boom?
So you pull it out and you pull the string back. This bow made of bone, it looks like. And as you release the arrow, you hear a shriek. It sounds like a dying soul, and it streaks across and embeds itself right into his flesh, and he gets hit.
All right. Say, I'll say a little off pitch for my taste.
He doesn't look
Just
like
because-
he even really notices it enter his flesh, but it just enters with a splat.
Like I said, a little off pitch for my taste because it's a scream and not a Beautiful song note. All right, I'm gonna shoot again. Oh!
Ooh, all right. So-
30.
Did that roll 2 die? That was. It did, yeah. It rolled 2 die.
Oh yeah. You have the crit damage is maxed always, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was max damage on a crit with a max damage crit.
Yeah, that was your absolute max.
All
Yeah.
right. So, this time, the first time, because it's the first one that dies, I'm going to tell you what happens.
Okay.
You
I'm gonna kind of shudder when I shoot the bow because that screeching noise kind of, as a musician, makes me unhappy.
Oh yeah. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
All right.
So, your second arrow pierces it, and it pierces it right between the eyes, and it just seems to melt. It was this mound about 5 feet tall, and now it is just a puddle of foamy, stinking ooze.
Oh,
And
all right.
you can just smell it from here. This entire plane just smells off to you, but you can smell specifically them from where you are.
All right.
All right.
Success.
Is that it, or are you going to do something else?
That's it. Aha! Success.
All right.
En garde. I became French all of a sudden. I don't know. He has an identity crisis.
It's fair.
Again, whatever's entertaining.
All right. That's not what I meant to do. All right, so these three surge forward a bit more as well, up here, and May, it is now your turn.
Alright. So May will walk up to zoom out a bit. We're gonna walk up, no need to bust out the wings for this one. Is this terrain all like okay, what do these black dots look like?
That
Darker.
is basically all of those black dots are scorch marks from where fireballs have landed.
Okay, so there's no like difficult terrain or anything, right?
No.
In before fireball lands and hits us.
2.
You can see where you are. All of the fireballs are basically just streaking above your head. Not many are landing around you. They're mostly staying in the air.
Alright. Gonna draw her Vajra and shield and holler out to these guys. So are any of you Herfic the Silent?
Ow, that's really loud.
She whispers.
She whispers.
Yeah.
Thinks to herself, guess not.
We're like, well, they're not saying anything.
That's very true.
So we dodging and I believe something else. But
Ew, why am I brown?
oh, we're not hiding. Sure. There's probably no bonus action we want to do this turn. Alright. We will just
I want to be
yeah,
cyan.
dodge.
All right.
Ah, that's much better.
Actually, if you're going to be adding the banner, then I'm just going to do the names only so that the pictures don't clog up the screen. All right, so you walk
put
up
that on
and you
in
take the
full
dodge action.
selection? Correct.
All right,
After failing to get a response that they might be. Because she has no idea what these things are.
very true. Tuskos. Tuskos. Blah.
Yes, sir.
You're Tuskos.
I'm aware.
It is your turn.
I'm not aware bear, but
It's true. You're Loxodon.
it's true. I'm not aware Loxodon though. I was born this way.
It's very true.
I almost feel as if I can do things that not everybody can do.
Almost. Not quite.
So I'm gonna. Is this like a preventable? I can't walk over that block.
No, like I said, they're just scorch marks from. It looks
Oh,
like
okay.
where fireballs have landed.
I need to quickly check a mechanic thing for horn-based creatures.
Roll a proficiency in mechanic.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's very accurate.
Right. So I will, however, I believe I can dash to here.
What's your movement speed?
It's a lot. I'm a monk, man.
That's true.
Oh, I have 45 speed. Do I even need a dash? Ah, crud. Oh, crud.
Hammer him with the horns. Hammer him with the horns.
Okay.
He can't unless he double moves. Which
Well,
he
I
could
mean,
do
the
if he spends a
horn
key
ha-
point.
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
I can
the
just-
hammer horns is a bonus action.
Yeah.
If he charges,
Oh,
it's basically
right.
a charge.
Gotcha.
Also, I had that monk thing where I can dash as a bonus action,
Proof X.
which would then give me 2 attacks.
That is what I said, but that would require the spending of the key point.
Right.
You can jump really freaking high.
Hmm.
You are at full key points as well, by the way.
Okay, I cannot make 2 melee attacks if I dash though, because you can make a melee attack as a bonus action, but that's not an attack action for multi-attack, right?
How many attacks do you have? Do you have extra attack? I can't remember what your level.
No, I don't even have that. I have martial arts and stuff. So
Right. So then
Oh,
you can
right.
only make 1 attack with the attack action, and
Right.
I'm pretty sure you're at least 5th level in either barb or rogue or monk.
No, aren't I barb 4? Yeah, I'm barb 4, monk 6.
Well, monk gets it
Oh,
too.
okay, yeah, all right. So I do have extra attack.
okay.
All
Unless
right.
you were 3 different classes.
So then
you
I
have extra
can
attack.
dash and attack.
Yes,
This
if
guy.
you spend the key point.
Well, no, because I get my Minotaur has. If you dash, you can then attack as a bonus action.
Ah, all right. Well, then that would just be the 1 bonus action attack.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
All right. Seems fair. Why are my attacks going? All right. Whatever.
Or does it
either-
say you can use the attack action? As a
It says you can make a melee attack.
oh, a melee attack. Okay, so then that would just be the 1.
So it's like an
All
offhand
right.
swing.
So you just charge towards this thing, and you just gore it. I'm assuming that you put the silver.
Yes.
Things on. All right.
Yes.
All right. So you just go right up to it, and you just sink your tusks into it, and you tear out just heaping fistfuls of flesh, but it is still there.
Okay. Since I dashed, I still have movement, right?
Yes, you do.
Since that I only use 5 feet of extra movement.
Yes.
Okay, I'll then move back, and you can attack of whatever opportunity you want.
All right.
Whatever opportunity.
That didn't roll correctly. That is disappointing. Why didn't that roll correctly? That's why.
Oh,
'Cause
Sean.
I'm stupid. Yes.
Not
Have a
Thursday.
character sheet for one of my monsters at least.
Yeah. Do you want that right now?
Since my first turn's probably will be summoning something, yes.
Okay. That's better. Does 22 hit you?
Oh yeah, by like double.
Alright, so you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Alright, next is Old Woody.
Alright. Why can't I click on my dude? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's because I have the ruler selected. Alright, I am going to shoot Eldritch Blast at the one closest, and then the next one closest.
Alright.
So that'll be, let's see, this one and probably, yep.
Alright,
and-
Malus, I just,
I saw that, thank you.
Yep. So which one first?
We'll do the closest one first that was already scored.
Alright.
And then I can just click on the spell right and it'll do the whole roll.
Yeah, should.
Should if you put it in right. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see.
Alright, tell me what happens.
Alright, so Eldritch energy surges from his fingers, and he has this intense look of joy on his face as the blast hits him, and he screams, "Die, die, die!" And then, like, the thing explodes into
You a
puddle of
Reaper?
flesh.
Alright.
You just throwing guns out for no reason and just wasting them?
Sun's out,
What?
guns out.
I'm making an Overwatch joke, and I don't think anybody here plays that game.
No.
Nope.
There's a character called Reaper, and he doesn't reload his guns. He just pulls guns out of like portals in his pockets, and he just has more guns, and he throws more guns away when he reloads.
Oh,
So he's
And
a
his
Blackbeard.
ultimate attack is just him spinning and saying "die, die, die." So that's what I thought. It was
oh,
cool.
okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And
They
then
stole it
the
from you.
second one. They stole it from me.
Which one was that one too?
The green one next to him.
Alright. You
The
hit
green
him,
guy.
and just a fist-sized hole is just blasted out of it, and it is still surging forward. Does not look like it cared at all.
Oh, and also I'm gonna repel it backwards 10 feet.
Alright.
I
As
think
you
that's
do,
what
I don't
it
think it even
says.
gets a save. I think that's just your Eldritch Invocation.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope. That's it for me.
All right. So these ones are going to surge forward as well. And we'll say that they surge a little bit more this way. And these ones. Let's see. Alright, this one is going to surge right up to you, but it takes its entire turn to do so. As does this one and this one. So, they are coming towards you, but it took their entire turn to do so.
Like you
These
guys are hustling, huh?
3 in the back.
The one on the left is the one with the big hole in him.
The green one on the left, yeah.
The one that is just north of May.
Yeah.
Alright, and those guys also come up towards you, and that is their whole move. Malus.
Seeing these guys, I'm going to just simply move on over here,
Alright.
and then summon my Manticore right in front of me.
Alright. And what kind of action is that to summon it?
That's an action.
Okay. And it just appears there? Does it get to go immediately?
I do not know.
Conveniently, we're at the bottom of the initiative order, so.
I don't think it actually ever says if it gets to go immediately or not.
I'd assume it would be the same as, like, doing conjure animals and whatnot. Oh, it takes your initiative and is controlled by you, so that you don't roll any initiative for it.
Right. Alright, so, do you have the stats for the Manticore? They're in the monster menu.
I have the status, I just need to find a picture for it.
Okay.
Can you really just summon a Manticore? Manticore is like super strong.
What his class does.
Alright, I found one. That's way too big.
Actually, I was going to use,
You could use a different one,
I was thinking like a little less man, a little more core.
Well, where's the T then?
We don't like to talk about it.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
okay.
definitely some tips on that tail.
All right, like the T is like an accent, like it's like a name enhancer. It
It's
just
one of
fancifies
those
it up.
sentence enhancers.
Right.
Sorry, this is.
Yeah, hey Malus, we'll just use this one until next session. Next session you can get its stats and everything in there and get it a picture, but for right now let's just use this one. I think it is large. Right?
Yep, it's a large.
I think monstrosity.
Yep.
Alright, but yeah, just go ahead and use this one for now.
Why are you just allowed to do that? So
Why is Kurama allowed to turn into a bear?
But I don't know. Bears are bad and weak.
You can control
This
it
is
now
level
too.
10?
Okay, I got a picture.
Alright. Ah. Going medieval.
Spooky. Is it wearing eyeglasses?
No.
That's a much cooler looking manticore.
Yeah, it is.
It's also too
Attacking-
big.
It's attacking some, yeah, I'm just making it bigger so we can all see it.
Oh, okay.
Looks
I'm
like it's
not
attacking
lying,
some,
man.
ancient Greeks or Romans there.
That's actually from a certain myth, man. It's an artistic representation
The
of.
myth of the Manticore.
I'll let you decide,
Awesome.
John. Does it get to act this turn or not?
I will say yes.
Okay. I don't have its attacks in.
That's
The
fine.
thing-
As long as you've got the stats for it, just roll them on, just, you know, /R, d20 plus whatever.
Monsters would have proficiency, right? With whatever it uses.
Well, yeah. That's included in the attack.
Yeah, and that's
You get
also
3
on.
tail spikes?
Yup! Yup! And that's exactly what it's going to do. Tail spike 1.
One's incoming.
Okay.
Alright. Shooting some spikes. That's, by the way, that should be his name. Spike. Spike the Manticore.
D20 plus 5 is incoming.
That is a hit. Roll that damage.
How does it attack? Does it just like shoot needles?
Yup!
It shoots them from its tail. Alright, tell me what happens.
Basically, it swipes its tail, launching a spike at the lemur I clicked. And that looks like a pure hit that pierces it right in its flesh.
All
Stomach.
right. And it dissolves into a pile of mush in front of May. And I believe you have some other spikes as well?
Yep. So the other one next to me is going to get a spike flown in roughly the same manner.
I told you that one's incoming.
Finally, my first use of the crit cards. In my campaign, at least.
It's time to.
All right, Chimera, that looks like a ranged attack. Ooh. Cracked.
Is it-
Your weapon, not ammunition, takes 1d6 points of damage in ignoring hardness. Since your weapon is your tail, I would say you take 1d6 points of damage.
Do you want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it?
You can roll it. You take 3 damage. The Manticore does, at least.
Hold on, I'll get this.
I imagine it's kind of like having a kidney stone. You just kind of get lodged in there a little bit.
Also, I would like to point out, we were talking about my crits before, how I do crits as opposed to how the normal rules do crits. And the way that I do crits, I killed 2 of my players last session. And it was a lot of fun. One of them, though, got quickly revived by a Revivify spell, and the other one was a half-orc, so he just got up to 1 HP instead.
Well,
But I think it
Good
was
thing that's not like the zombie thing.
154 damage, and that was the most damage I've ever done
Wow.
to players.
Half orc is good.
Alright,
third spike coming in.
third spike. Which one? This
The
one?
same one.
Alright, that is a hit. Roll the damage. Alright. You hit it. And it now has this huge 6-inch long jagged spike just embedded in its chest, May, but it doesn't look like it cares. Malus, is that its turn?
Yep, that's its turn.
Alright. More lemurs. Oh, one of them must have died. That's right. Alright, this one is going to make its way up to May as well, and that is its entire turn. Victor Vasago!
Alright. I'm going to run up to May. Yeah, alright. I can avoid that. I'm gonna run up to May and give her some heroism, because I should have done that at first, but I was too preoccupied.
Alright.
What
Run
a
up to
Kupala.
May and inject her with heroin.
Heroism.
Yep.
And I don't have any bonus action things. Maybe I will.
You need that one thing.
Yeah, all right. Chill out, Cooper. I got it. I
What is your
understand.
spellcasting ability modifier?
4.
Alright, so May, you now have 4 temporary HP.
And then yeah, I guess I'll give it to well, I would feel like May's surrounded, so I'll give it to May. So I'll give Bardic Inspiration to May.
Alright.
And I'll say, I'll sing a tune, and the tune is gonna go something like "Use this wisely."
Hey.
Don't go out alone.
For some reason, this is not working. I don't know why, but whatever.
Let's do... now I gotta pick some Bardic Inspiration icon. This time there's something that looks like a musical note. Of course there's not, so we're gonna use this.
All right.
That looks like something from Star Wars. Alright, so,
Snowflake.
as you guys are dispensing with these seemingly mindless blobs, from out of the sky comes a large leather-winged beast. Large leather-winged beast. The beast is not made of leather. As it draws nearer, you can see that it has 3 heads. One of a goat, one of a lion, and one of a dragon. And let me reveal it to you. It is up there in the top. Alright. And it is its turn, which is why it appeared. So, it... Oh, that's its fly speed. Oh, its fly speed is better. That's what I like to see. It is going to fly down to here. I think it can. Yes, it can. It is going to fly down to there, and it is... Let's see. Where's the range? That's obnoxious. Didn't put a range in. Give me 1 second.
You know how they have the easy button? I want to get the Jeopardy music button.
Well, you can. They sell easy buttons that you can record sounds onto.
Hey, do you have a fire elemental available?
Ah, okay. Me?
Out of curiosity, yes.
Not on hand, but I can if you give me a minute.
Okay.
Alright, so it actually flies to within 10 feet of Victor and May, and I'm gonna need both of you to give me kind of saving throws? Dexterity saving throws.
We see this bad boy, right?
Yes, you do. That would mean uncanny dodge, I believe. Alright,
Well,
so
it's
you
not
actually you do make it. May makes the save, Victor does not. So Victor, you take 36 points of fire damage as this thing flies towards you and unleashes a breath of fire from its dragon head. And May, what is the deal with uncanny dodge again? Or whatever. the
Uncanny
thing you
dodge is
do?
only attacks. I don't have
Oh, okay.
evasion. I do have fire resistance though, cause tiefling.
Right. So you have fire resistance, and what was the... Oh, it was a barbarian thing that you were asking for?
Well, just for danger sense to get advantage on it, which was a 7 on the advantage roll.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, so you take 18, and then you further reduce that by half because you're resistant to fire, so you take 9.
And I think that'll come out of my real HP because I haven't started my turn yet.
Well, no. Well, wait, let's see. Creature is immune to the friend against temporary hit points at the start of each of its turns. Yeah, okay, so you're right. So that would just come out of your total HP. Alright, so...
Does that also mean Victor
Alright,
has to
so
make a con
it's
save?
the dragon breathes fire at you, and it comes and lands right here, and it attacks Victor with its claws, and it with the lion's claws, and May, it attacks you with the goat's head horns. So May,
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
I think it actually just got rid of all of the.
Well, I guess
Attack
it's middle
rolls.
neutral.
That
That'll
is a pain in the butt. Pain in
I
the
guess it'll be a
buns.
neutral hit against me, right?
A what?
Because I dodge, but he's flanking. So it's a neutral hit.
Give me 1 sec. He is flanking. That's true. So it is just a normal hit. All right. So, horns. 23. I'm going to assume beats your AC. And claws to Victor. That is a 12.
3 indeed
So
does beat
Mrs.
more,
Victor. Oh, jeez, you've got a high AC, but it still does beat. All right, so 16 bludgeoning damage to May, as you get hit by this goat's head, and it is now some Lemieux's turn. Lemieux's are going to.
They make the same sound effects that my zombies do.
On over to Victor, and let's see. Over here. This one can move over to here, but none of them can attack you because it took their entire turn to get there. It is now May's turn.